Let's take a look at SQL statements and some of the best ones. First, we have the select all from the employees table. This is the classic SQL statement, is one you have to know, but probably not what you want to use a lot because using a select all is not the greatest. Then we have what's called conditional selection. Here we have a select name, salary from the employees, where department is sales. This is really good. You can see the where statement, bringing in that conditional clause. You're only choosing the department that has sales. Pretty neat, right? Next, we have aggregate functions. Here we select an average salary from employees where department is equal to IT. So you just want to see the average salary of employees where the department's IT. Next, we can do joining tables in SQL. Here you select employee's name from the department's name from employees. Now, the main thing with SQL is you can join. So you're joining departments on the department ID. But remember, those can be different columns and different tables, so you're still joining the right data, such as department.id with the department's ID, which are the same things. You can do an as statement to alias these, but I think overall, this gets the job done for a simple join such as this. Here we have what's called a subquery in SQL. You select a name from employees where salary is greater than select the average salary from employees. So this is good for those double calc type queries where you want to get an average salary, but you want only stuff that's greater than that average salary. Pretty neat on that one too. Inserting data. SQL is very good at managing tables. That's why it's a relational database model. And here you can see how it inserts data using employees and salary and marketing. So pretty cool stuff on that front. You can also update data using SQL, update employees, set salary equals 55,000 where name is John Doe. A lot of this is done on the background, but it's just neat to see that. You can delete data, of course, delete employees where name is John Doe. John Doe, see you later. You can also create tables, which is a great thing about SQL because you can't query anything unless you have tables. So here we got create departments, ID, ints, primary key, name bar chart 50 characters, and a string with a primary key of an integer. So it's a number. So just know that that's the data types, and you're creating a table, and then you're naming your data types right there. We also have altering tables. You can alter the table, of course, because you may need to make a change. So you want to add a column or the email, such as varchar 100. So adding a column is a way you could alter that table. You can then use a group by clause. This is probably one of the most important parts of SQL. The group by clause really is great. Select department, count all from employees, group by department. If you're in an application like Snowflake, you can actually use group by all and use that instead of having to name the group by. This is a really cool part of it. The having clause is also a great clause. It helps you select department, average salary from employees, group by department. So it's a grouping by the clause. The having only focuses on the group by clause. So you're grouping by department where you're having an average salary greater than 50,000. So maybe instead of doing that subquery, you could just use the having clause, which kind of takes care of that. The order by clause is also really important. There's like hundreds of ways you can use order by, believe it or not, even though it sounds simple. Select all from employees, order by salary descending, DASC. Pretty good stuff there. The limit clause is good for probably about everything. The testing your queries, you want to limit by 10. Maybe you just want to test to see how much is in there, but you don't want to run the whole query because it's pretty resource extensive. So you use a select all from employees, which is bad, but then you limit by 10, which makes it a lot better. The distinct keyword helps remove those duplicate values. I think that's important. Now, be smart, understand why you're eliminating those duplicate values, but select distinct department from employees. The case statement is one of the most powerful statements in SQL. It's also in other programming languages and is the basis for a lot of programming, but of course it's in SQL. Here you can do like a 60,000 then high and salaries on the low end. So that's great. Index creation. Indexes help stuff run faster because it's index. You create index on employee's name here. Create index IDX underscore name on employee's name. So the employee's name then has an index. A view creation is really important if you want to join views, save queries, create a view. High earners as select name salary from employees where salary is greater. That view will then be able to be joined on, and you can do different things with that view. You can share that view for security reasons and do things like that. Common table expressions, in my opinion, are better than using a subquery, but we won't get into that. Common table expressions just break your query into readable code. You break it down to multiple things. So here we have regional sales, a select region. with some sales, with total sales, from orders group by region. Then you're selecting that CTE. You select everything in that CTE. So select region from regional sales, total sales 50,000. So you select everything from that CTE, but you're querying the CTE, but you can do multiple ones of these. Window functions are also a great way to really do some stuff. So you select name, salary, average salary, over partition by department as average department salary. So you're partitioning by department, you're partitioned by the unit number, maybe the team or anything in there. And that can really help you with that. The union is very important. You're going to be unioning data a lot, but it has to have like all the same columns. So there's no